Coming up on this edition of Cedar Falls City News, what you can look forward to next weekend at the annual Cedar Trails Festival, and the Cedar Falls Municipal Band will be spreading the sound of music throughout Cedar Falls. All this and more coming up next. Hello, and welcome to this edition of Cedar Falls City News. I'm your anchor, Luke Hansen. Our goal is to keep you up to date with city projects and programs so that you, the citizens of Cedar Falls, are better informed. We'll also have human interest features so you can get to know the people who run your city a little better. For some school children, summer is just getting started. But if your child is already struggling to find a fun activity to do each day, the Hearst Center for the Arts in Cedar Falls may have an answer for you. Summer camps are going to be available all summer long for the youth in the Cedar Falls area. Here's one artistic way your child can beat boredom this summer.
We have children from 6 to 12. And we have children from probably 6 different countries that are here living in Cedar Falls now. We have teachers that are from 4 different countries that are teaching here. So we have a lot of things that are going on that are all about art and appreciating the appreciation of art and teaching the children to appreciate art and love art. We take them upstairs where our beautiful gallery is that belongs to the community, that is free for anyone in the community to come and enjoy, to learn about fine art, who makes it, what it's made from, how to take care of it, and so it'll be appreciated. They'll know before they leave here how to take care of art and appreciate it so their children can come and learn to love the art.
There are 6 different 5-day art camps at the Hearst Center this summer, where children will study individual artists, discuss their styles, and create their own art projects on a variety of mediums, while exploring science, poetry, drama, music, and dance.
We have a brochure here at the Hearst Center. We also have our own website, and that has all of our schedules on it for classes. The classes run from 9 to 4. They can come in the morning or in the afternoon. They can come and enjoy all of the camps or pick the camps that they would like to enjoy. It's up to them. Art tells the story of human beings, and we need to know those stories. And it's our job to make it happier stories from now on than the stories we've had in the past.
If you would like to learn more about the different camps available throughout the summer at the Hearst Center for the Arts, log on to their website at HearstArtCenter.com. or stop by the Hearst Center to pick up a brochure. The Cedar Falls Public Works Recycling Center will be offering 2 new ways of recycling by using recycled glass and shingles.
Basically what we're doing with the glass recycling is we're now able to take any type of glass, whether it's green, brown, clear, plate glass, anything that you can see through. The things that we wouldn't take, of course, are ceramic, porcelain, and then like mirrors. When we get the glass back here, what we needed was a large enough area to store it until such time we had the quantity for a transport to come in and haul it down to Kansas City. We're partnering with Ripple Glass out of Kansas City, Missouri. They've got a state-of-the-art facility there where they can sort the glass. They got an optical sorter to take out the amber or the brown glass, and that will go back into making beverage bottles, and they partner with Boulevard Brewing out of Kansas City. The remainder gets crushed into small cullet and is used by Owens Corning for fiberglass. So it's a good thing. Now we've just been able to expand the amount of glass that we can take. So along with that, having the storage capacity, we're now going to start separating shingles out of our waste stream. Once we get a quantity of approximately 600 tons on the ground, we'll contract a grinder to come in. We'll grind it to DOT's specifications for use in road mix for asphalt. And then we'll have Aspro will purchase that from us and take that material and mix it in with their road use asphalt.
These 2 new ways of recycling will benefit the Cedar Falls Public Works by making fewer trips out to their drop-off sites with lighter loads, making it easier on the machinery. This will create fewer lines and wait times at their transfer stations.
Off there. Another benefit is we'll be able to capture more of the waste stream from the colored bottles and the different types of glass that we'll be getting as well. So that's going to benefit the overall recycling goals for us. The contractors will be able to possibly put signs in people's yards saying that they're a contractor for shingle recycling and partnering with the city of Cedar Falls. So that's going to be a good thing overall.
To find out more on the project and the recycling center, go to cedarfalls.com/PW. Summertime is here, and that means a lot of residents will be upkeeping on their lawns, and you might be wondering what to do with all that yard waste. The yard waste cart is a 95-gallon cart with a $10 fee per dump. During the months of April, October, and November, the yard waste cart is $5 per dump. This charge is added on to your monthly Cedar Falls utilities bill. During July, August, and September, waste is collected on Mondays every other week. These are the following collection dates through September: July 14th, July 28th, August 11th, August 25th, September 8th, and September 22nd. Yard waste is collected on Mondays during the months of April, May, June, October, and November. Yard waste is collected during the months of December through March on a call-in basis. To schedule a pickup, call the Public Works Department. If your yard waste cart was missed, please call the Public Works office by noon on Tuesdays. The paper biodegradable yard waste bags are no longer collected on the curbside. You may dispose of them at the transfer station or at the compost facility during seasonal business hours. The transfer station accepts yard waste daily during normal operations. Yard waste disposable fees are 75 cents per bag or 29 cents per ton. Residents may take their yard waste to the seasonal compost facility when open at no charge. The compost facility is only open during the months of April, October, and November. Their business hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., and they are closed on Sundays. The transfer station is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., and they are closed on Sundays. For more information, log on to cedarfalls.com/yardwaste. Just this last weekend, the annual Cedar Falls Historical Society Garden Tour took place. Take a look at these beautiful looking gardens. Cedar Falls is known as the Lawn City for a reason. While Cedar Falls has many beautiful lawns, our city also has many extraordinary gardens. For the past 19 years, the Cedar Falls Historical Society has provided a way for you to see the gardens and personally talk to the gardeners. The Cedar Falls Historical Society Annual Garden Tour took place last Sunday, July 13th. There were 4 gardens that took place in the garden tour, but some say it felt more like 10, with all the gardens being big and beautiful as they were. The 4 gardens that were showcased this year were the Victorian Home and Carriage House Museum, the Garden of Boots Willett, the Garden of Dave Swanziger, and the UNI Botanical Center. To find out more about upcoming Historical Society events, visit their website at cfhistory.org. Here at the 39th Annual Sturgis Fall Celebration, thousands of people joined together on their lawn chairs to listen to some beautiful music on the Overman Park Bandshell stage, while enjoying some wonderful food brought to you by vendors, and even going to see some wonderful attractions underneath the Kids Way tent. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Kids Way tent. For our first act, we'll see the amazing magician, Eric Michaels. Up next, we'll have the one, the only, the Dean of Juggling, Dean Franzen.
Let's go ahead and get started. You ready to see a little bit of juggling? All right. Well, my name is Dean Franzen, and it's great to be back at my 26th Sturgis Falls. Great to be home.
Well, years ago I used to live in San Francisco back in the 1980s, and some people out there used to juggle that I worked with, and Golden Gate Park was a good place to hang out, Jugglers, California. We moved back to Iowa and there wasn't anybody else juggling around here, so I developed a little show, and I think this is about 26 years I've been to Sturgis Falls so far. Usually start off the show with these things called the Chinese devil sticks. It was the first thing I ever learned way back in California, and it sort of gives me a chance to get the juices flowing. And I do all the common things like balls and rings and clubs. And then we try to throw in some other stuff like the spinning plates, cigar boxes, some little more obscure forms of juggling. And I don't really ever have a set routine or set list, but just sort of let the show flow and have these different props sitting there and grab one and start juggling.
After these quick messages from our vendors, we'll head over to the big three-wheel 500 race. Stay tuned. Over the years, families have come to enjoy the wonderful food and drinks at the Sturgis Falls celebration. From slushies to ice cream, and from gigantic corn dogs to kettle corn. Did you find your favorite food from the festival? Did you meet these friendly people? Did you stop and get a Sturgis Falls t-shirt? Hold on tight to your balloons, because here comes the super fast big three-wheel racers. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to start your pedaling for the big three-wheel 500 at the Sturgis Falls annual celebration.
Girls and boys were allowed to be part of the SFC Big Three-Wheel race, and each individual made sure they were having a good time while trying to bring home a ribbon. The SFC Big Three-Wheel race looks to keep rolling into the future. And if you plan on participating in next year's race, there are a couple things to keep in mind.
Encourage for next year, kids, come with your own helmet that's fit and ready to go, and have your own big wheel too, so it's ready to go.
Reporting for Channel 15, I'm Luke Hansen. Summer nights are the best of times, especially when you can sit outside and enjoy the company of your friends and even be at a restaurant.
The Downtown Cafe Ordinance is something that we have been looking at for the past several months to review it, to make some changes. We've had a lot of requests from general patrons of downtown to have more opportunities to dine outside, and by looking at the ordinance we were able to identify that some of the businesses that could not participate based on restrictions in the ordinance. So we started really looking at those to find out what we could maybe loosen up to allow more establishments to participate.
To be able to have a cafe ordinance where liquor is able to be served, the area must be adjacent to the establishment and must have a fence surrounding the entire seating area.
One of the things our cafe ordinance now does is it changes the type of fencing that is allowed. We've loosened up what those requirements might be. We also have the opportunity for businesses to have semi-permanent fencing, which would mean that they would not have to take it in and out every night. As long as they were secured and unable to be moved, then it would be allowed to leave them on the sidewalk during the summer months.
With the new style of fencing being allowed, this will help keep the semi-permanent fences up during the warmer months. The Sidewalk Cafe Ordinance will specifically set the dates that the fences will be allowed to stay up as April 1st through November 15th.
Yeah, there are actually a couple different types of outdoor seating that there can be. There can be just table and chairs, which falls under a different ordinance than the Sidewalk Cafe. The Sidewalk Cafe ordinance has to do with the ability to serve liquor at those establishments. So that's really where the difference comes in. But we're hoping to have more restaurants participate going forward, and more establishments will be able to do that based on these new rules.
The new rules set by the ordinance will have the cafe hours moved back to 10:30 p.m., with an extra half-hour grace time for customers to finish their meals before the establishment must close their outside cafe by 11 p.m. This will help the customers be able to enjoy the nice weather, but still giving the residents that live downtown some peace of mind.
I love coming down to downtown Cedar Falls and enjoying my friends, eating outside in the open air, seeing everybody else and all the action. It's a wonderful community, and I really hope that more restaurants can do this because it's a great place to entertain and see other friends.
We just think that the sidewalk cafes are a great benefit to our community. It adds vibrancy to our downtown, a lot of fun, color, excitement, and we're just really happy that we can take our downtown to the next level. It's been a partnership between the College Hill Partnership, the City of Cedar Falls, and our organization. We work together with residents of downtown and also with restaurants and bars in order to come up with a plan that we felt was good for everybody. And it's because of that partnership that we've developed over the years that we're able to continue on with making our downtown and the College Hill area such great places to be.
Even though summer's end is just around the corner, Community Main Street expects several businesses to take full advantage of the new ordinance. And that's all for this edition of Cedar Falls City News. I'm your anchor, Luke Hansen, and thank you, Cedar Falls, for watching.